It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 316. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello.
Hello, 90 Day Fiance season 11, episode 5.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, guys. You know what else is crazy? All of the things that we have on our Patreon. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, macaroni rascals.
What? So pumped to Vanderpump Rules podcast?
Unexpected trash talk.
Oh, that was a TBT right there.
Yeah, I think eventually there's going to be a new season too.
There is going to be a new season. BS.
Recycled.
With Noelle and Michael. So Nick, our producer, our clip maker, Nick the Nay, he likes to call recycled Michaeled.
That's so funny.
He's like, I was listening to Michaeled.
I love Michaeled.
I love Michael too.
Michael's going to Nashville on Wednesday.
For a bachelorette party?
No, he's not. He's not going to Nashville at all. I think he's going to Austin, actually.
He's going to Austin, yes, for a bachelorette party. I just made that part up.
No, he's going with his boyfriend.
No, I know, but I like that part because that's like a thing that everyone does. Like
no,
they
I
get
know.
Like matching boots and then like
they take a picture in front of those wings.
Oh God, I was supposed to go to a bachelorette party in Austin and I was like, oh, instead I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And then I got kicked out of the bridal party and I was like, oh no, don't threaten me with a good time. And then they were like, okay, but you still have to pay for the trip.
Yeah,
but we hadn't booked it yet. They're like, you still have to contribute to the trip because the bride is going. And I was like, watch this. I'll never, ever talk to her ever again. And then I just didn't.
I like that. Good for you. We can all learn something from that.
Listen, if your friends are getting married, stop being friends with them.
Stop talking to them.
That's not a bad idea. Let me tell you what you save.
What?
Number one,
money.
You don't have to pay for the bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Number two, no wedding gift. Number three, you don't have to go to a wedding. No dress. You don't have to go to a wedding.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
like
best
weddings.
part.
You don't like weddings. I like going to weddings.
Okay, well, definitely not me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something so nice about going to weddings.
What's so nice about it?
I like watching people get married. Here's the thing. I'll
watch a video.
I'm not like nostalgic for anything. For some reason, that and when people give birth, they both just like make me cheer up.
Same.
Yeah.
I'd rather be at a live birth than a wedding.
No. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather be at a live autopsy instead of a birth. I could much easier watch an autopsy.
Some births.
Yeah, same thing.
Such as the ones that I am assisting in.
Yes.
Turn into live autopsies eventually.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, guys. I do my best.
Remember when we were talking about autopsies the other day? You're like, what parts specifically do you want to see? You're texting me in the middle of the night. What parts of the body? If you could open up a body, what parts? And it's like, wow, Tracey, these are the pressing questions here.
Well, you know what?
What?
Friend of the family.
Yeah.
She got a pacemaker. And my mom was telling me, she's like, yeah, they just like put it like right under the skin. And I'm like superficial. She's like, yeah, it's like not a big deal. They like go through your shoulder. And I was like, well, guess what I'm doing tonight.
You know what's so funny is pacemaker. In my life, this is not real. This obviously isn't a real thing. In my mind, it looks like a Walkman, a cassette tape, and it goes down by like your left ovary.
It's like a fanny pack.
Yeah. And it's a Walkman. I have always pictured a pacemaker there for my whole life. And it looks like a Walkman.
Okay, well,
but a cassette player, not a Discman, a Walkman.
I gotta tell you, I am so glad you're not my surgeon. So this is where a pacemaker goes. Right there.
You know, they put that one in the wrong spot.
It's more like an air tag.
Yeah, it's crazy. Is it like a mini disc player?
It's like an iPod Nano.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
that's
the
a TBT. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I am so glad that you didn't do Linda's pacemaker surgery.
I love her so much.
I know you do. I know you do. But she does not have a Discman at her. She does not have a Walkman at her waist.
Oh man, I would have tied her tubes or something.
Oh God, guys! If you want to hear more about that, which who would want to hear more about that? That's not even a good sales point. You want to hear more about how bad of a doctor Noelle is?
Join Patreon.
Go to Patreon, patreon.com/trash talk podcast. And it's right down there in the show notes. This is what happens when we record after 9:00.
Yeah, it's suddenly we're very silly, but I think it makes for a good episode.
Not for us, but for them.
Yeah, for them, not for us.
This is a Monday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick was Italian.
No, I know. Of course, every Italian I know is posted about that today.
It's 9:26 p.m.
Every Italian I know is posted about that, and they're all drunk right now too. It's so gross. People are drinking green beer today.
Do you know that they
nasty.
dye the river in Chicago green every year?
That's crazy.
I know. It's not nice.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Well, that's what happens.
Wow.
Well, speaking of bad botched jobs.
Shekinah and Sarper.
Talk about Shekinah and Sarper. So she said that if anyone was going to get detained at the airport, it was going to be because she doesn't look like her passport anymore because she has a pacemaker in her face.
I mean, it's very funny. I love it because she looks nothing like the real her. But also, get a new passport picture.
I mean, they should legally make her. They should just put her in jail for what she's done to her face, though.
Something bad.
That's a crime.
Happened. It is. It shows me her mental illness.
Yeah. Well, you know what else shows me her mental illness?
What?
She's been back and forth to Turkey 7 times.
I know.
That's so many hours.
14 flights.
Yeah, because back and forth, back and forth.
That's so crazy. Well, right. Back and forth. Right. It's like, it's so crazy.
We just did math in real time, guys. 17 times 2.
9:30 math.
1 4. All right. So she's like, all right, wait, I have to just do something in the airport. And she makes out with him in the airport. She's like, look, America. And he's like, I want to go back to Turkey.
Yeah. He said, I feel like I'm in a dream or a nightmare.
Okay. Well, guess what? The latter.
Yeah. Oh
the
my
latter,
God. It just
and
gets
you know what?
worse.
I was just gonna say that. Do we even have to talk? The problem is that we're doing the podcast for you guys,
right?
Noelle and I just look at each other and we've podcasted.
We've already podcasted, telepathic podcasting.
Yes. All right. So she said that she does not think that 90 days is enough to decide if they're going to get married.
Isn't that weird?
You've been back and forth to Turkey 14 times.
But it's also weird because you want to tattoo Sarper across your neck. That's what you said at the tell-all.
But you're not sure if you want to marry him. Guess what?
Yeah, that's so crazy.
She has a small apartment and she works from home. And she said that he will be living in her apartment under her terms.
Yeah, right there. You're an asshole.
What a dream. It's the nightmare. It's the nightmare, Sarper.
But that's what I'm saying. That was like when she was like planning on what she's going to do when she kicks him out every time.
Yeah.
Where will he go?
She's like, don't worry, he can go to my friend's house.
Right.
Okay, so they go to, first of all, her lips are so crooked. 911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, her lips are giant. Did you see Bethany Frankel's lips, that TikTok?
It wasn't good, but we don't talk about Bethany.
No, I why?
Bethany might have, maybe she just had a little bug bite.
On her lip?
Uh-huh. Oh, you never got
okay.
bit by a mosquito on your lip?
Definitely not. Here's the thing. It's not against Bethany. It's against her esthetician.
Noelle.
Yeah.
You know we can't talk about Bethany legally.
Legally, we can't talk about Bethany. Interesting.
Sorry, Bethany.
Sorry, Beth. I know you're listening.
She might be.
I don't think she watches 90 Day.
I don't know that that's a fact.
I think she'd be talking about it on TikTok.
That's true. This is true. She watches chicken salad shows.
She makes me watch her chicken salad all day long.
It's very upsetting. Can I just say one other thing about chicken salad?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other day I filmed something with Adrienne Appalucci.
Yeah.
We filmed in my home.
Yeah.
I had 2 lovely gentlemen come over and film us, right?
Right.
2 lovely filmmakers.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I was going to make lunch for everyone.
Yeah, we went shopping for it the day before.
Okay. I grilled 560 chicken cutlets.
Yes.
I made the biggest Greek salad known to man.
Yeah.
I had artichoke hearts, red onion, feta. I made a whole giant salad.
Yeah.
Grilled chicken salad. When the guys came, I said, hey, I made lunch. I made chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I said chicken salad. When it was time to eat, Adrienne knew what I made.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, hey, I'm going to make the salad now. I just had to like I had to toss it, if you will, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, guys, do you want to eat? And they were like, oh, no, thank you. We're not hungry. You've been at my house for 8 hours.
Okay.
You're going to die of starvation.
Right.
You're in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
They denied my chicken salad. I gave Adrienne her plate, and one of the guys goes, oh, yeah, I guess I'll take some of that. And I go, oh, wonderful. I make him a plate. The next guy goes, I go, do you want some? And he goes, no, 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 no. So then when they're leaving, he goes, the one who didn't eat goes, I'm so hungry, I could die. I go, I offered you salad. I was like, I still have more.
Right.
I'll give you some to go. He goes, I didn't eat because I thought you made chicken salad with mayonnaise. He goes, and then I was too embarrassed to tell you that I did want to eat. He goes, and that's why me and Rob denied your chicken salad at first. I was like, you think I'm a monster? You think I made a vat of mayo salad?
That's crazy if you did.
That's a wild assumption.
Well, that's the thing. Assuming everyone
without asking any questions. That's insane. Anyway, Noelle's frozen, but we're going to wait for her to come back. She's going to come back. I know she's going to come back. I have faith in her. It's going to happen, guys. Do you think that she signed off? Okay. Are you back?
No, I said my internet went out. Must be me.
Well,
no, I was saying that's like, right. Like any salad, tuna salad. Like tuna salad for dinner. I mean, for lunch.
Guys, I made you tuna salads.
Gross. That'd be like, ugh, I don't know.
Guess what?
Yeah.
One person missed out on a delicious salad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he was kicking himself. Anyway, I digress. They now have 2 dogs.
Teddy and Adonis.
Yes. So they go to her friend's mansion, Janae, in the Hollywood Hills.
Right.
Okay. So Sarper is already like very into Adonis because like that's his friend.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know Teddy's character.
Oh God, I love that. But then Teddy's licking his face anyway.
But I like how he's like, I don't really like know him like that.
I know. He's like, I don't know his character yet.
Then we meet
Ribeye,
the house cow. I mean, Sarper pulls this cow's head and kisses his head. He was like, I don't care if this cow bites me. I love him.
Well, so that's the thing. I'm like, I don't know, man. You gotta love Sarper. You just gotta love him.
He did not care. He was like, if I get bitten by a cow, I get bitten by a cow. I don't care. I
love him. Yep.
That's like when we pet scary dogs and we go, I don't care. Your dog could bite me.
Oh, your dog could bite me. It doesn't matter.
And then Ribeye was the only one awake at this time of the night. I guess Brisket has an early day job.
Yeah, I guess. Ribeye and Brisket.
Ribeye works the 3rd shift.
That's so funny. Well, maybe Ribeye's like a puppy. And he wanted to see what was going on.
A puppy cow?
Puppy cow. He is so cute.
Brisket works at the DMV.
But
he has a good state job.
God,
unlike Greg.
So cute.
He took Greg's job.
That's right, he did. His civil service job.
Sarper is giddy. And then he says, quote, I believe everything is possible in America.
He's not wrong.
He literally doesn't care about anything else. He's like, I just kissed a cow in a house.
I would be like, do we live in this house? I want to live in this house.
I want to live in this house. Well, he might have to live in that house when Shekinah kicks him out.
Also, there's no room in Shekinah's house for him.
Also, this is an Uber driving them around.
Yeah, with dogs in the car.
Just saying. So they go back to the apartment.
Yeah.
What?
So she's an esthetician.
She's a kitchen esthetician
in her kitchen living room.
You live in a studio apartment, dear.
Right. She has that, and she has the upstairs other half of the studio.
But it's all stuff.
Yeah.
There's no, and you can't. He's like, oh, I thought it would be bigger. She's like, oh, also, by the way, now that you're here, and now that you see how tiny it is, you can't cook any food. You have to eat out every meal. And you have to leave when I have clients. And she didn't tell him to. And they have 2 dogs, so you can't cook an egg, but you could have 2 dogs.
Right? Isn't that so weird? But that's the thing. He can't cook one thing. She's like, oh, it'll make it smell funny.
Yeah, you can't have an egg facial.
That's so. It's just so crazy. You can't even make like toast.
I know, but I kind of see that because it's like, yeah, you're in a doctor's office.
No, I know, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'd be sleeping in my living room. Like, I would have that in another room. Like I would have that set
Noelle.
up, in the
Noelle.
bedroom area, I
The
guess.
bedroom, 100%. I would live in a
Yeah.
studio apartment.
Yep.
And then the bedroom would be
Right. My esthetician area. I don't know. But it's like, is this a common thing? People do this out of their house?
Okay, but also you can't live there with him. He needs to get his own apartment then.
Yeah. Or you have to get a different place.
You need to get an office. You need to rent a room for an office. You need to rent one of those like suites.
Yes.
You need to rent a bed at the tanning salon.
But that's the thing. Rent a suite.
This is insane.
Do. Yep.
This is insane. I would be like, you know what? I'm actually going to live with the ribeye and brisket.
I'm not going to lay in your fucking oven to get lip injections. You know what I mean? It's like, what is this? It's
Also,
so weird.
I'd be like, well, here's our first fight. You're kicking me out. Tell me about these friends.
Right.
Do I get to go to Janae's house?
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's
Weird,
like, I want to smooch with this cow.
But he didn't know anything. You didn't tell him he couldn't eat in the house.
Well, he's living in her home under her terms.
She's such a bitch.
If a man did this,
yeah.
Can you imagine a man brings a woman back and says, you have to leave when I work, which is every day, all day.
Right.
You cannot eat food.
Right.
And you cannot, you have to live in my house under my rules.
Right. And that's what's annoying because it is a double standard because everybody would flip out.
People would be like, this is abuse. This is abuse.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's
guess
okay
what?
if she does it.
This is abuse. Speaking of abuse, let's talk about Stevie and Maddie.
This is weird, man.
She explains about her anxious laugh.
Mm-hmm.
This is the next day, by the way.
Yes.
He's nervous to meet her dad. And okay. So I don't think her dad sponsored him.
Yeah, but who did?
I don't know, but I don't think it's her dad because how did she wait till last minute if he sponsored?
Right, but she said we couldn't have done this without my dad. That's why I feel like it's bullshit.
I don't know. So she's like, oh, he's nervous to meet you. And her dad's like, he should be.
I know, but the thing is, you have to get out and tell everybody he's nervous. How embarrassing.
That's who she is, though.
I hate that.
So he's like, listen, I'm approaching these like Americana obsessed people.
They're
on an open
bleeding
flame.
the flag everywhere.
They're bleeding red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
They have axes and saws on an open fire.
I hate that. He's like, I've seen these movies and I am usually the one that doesn't survive.
Okay. Her brother, Anthony.
Uh-huh. At least he's nice.
He looks insane.
Yeah, I know. He belongs in like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This guy. Yeah.
So then they see a black cat. This is a theme.
We're trying
to do this.
Yes.
Okay. So her dad's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he brings up things quickly, but he's nice to him. He's fine.
Yeah, but like I would want to bring up things quickly too. Let's get this out of the way and then let's be friends.
Yeah.
So he said that, Iran's very isolated. He's like, yes, it's very isolated. He said that there's a lot of like anti-American protests. He's like, you don't do that, right? He's like, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
And then he explains how like in Iran, the wives cannot travel unless the husbands allow it, but he really doesn't believe in the inequality part of it.
Right. And he was saying that he was raised
in a family that did.
And then he realized, hey, this is like BS.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, are you hungry? And she goes, he's so tall. He's always hungry. What?
What does that mean?
She's like not smart.
No. Obviously, she's not smart. She's like a try hard kind of.
Right. And then they pretend that they weren't supposed to let the cat in the house. That's not true.
They also pretend that they didn't know he couldn't eat pork.
Okay.
What are we doing?
What was that pork?
I don't know. And that was in a loaf pan.
It was a loaf, a pork loaf?
It was a loaf of pork.
Come on, guys.
What was that? That wasn't pulled pork. What was that?
It was like loafed pork.
Pitlins. Like, what is that?
It was loafed pork.
Yum.
He's like, do you want a slice of pork loaf?
They had turkey. It's like, give me the smoked turkey. I love smoked turkey.
And they had mac and cheese. He knew about that.
Yeah.
Also, he teaches English now. So Stevie taught him English so that Stevie walks so he could run.
Yeah. I mean, he does speak such good English.
He does, but he's also like super smart.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably also why he wanted to leave because he's like, this is not for me.
Right. Uh-huh. See, that makes so much sense though, because she was like, when she was showing him around her apartment, she's like, here's the desk you wanted. This is the desk you picked out. He'll be working, teaching English.
Okay, so her dad is like, yeah, I didn't know about you until a few days ago.
Right.
And then he's like, why do you have to get married in 90 days? Don't you think that's quick? And he's like, okay, so the thing is, this isn't a game show.
Right.
It's actually, and it's not like a fun number we picked. It's
But
the
why
law.
don't they bring up that she was already married?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
this would be
Hello?
a great segue.
I would have loved that. I would have
Me
loved
too.
if she got ratted out day one, minute
Me
one.
too.
I would have been like, I'll eat pork if you tell me the truth.
Yeah. One bite per truth.
So then her dad is like, oh, we don't know if you want to like be here for like the freedom of America. And he's like,
Right.
okay, well, I don't care.
But then the dad's kind of like, let's have some s'mores.
And then he has the craziest thing in the world to
What?
me.
What?
He has a night Coke.
Oh, yeah. She can't handle a night Coke, guys. Tracey can't handle a night Coke.
Never.
She drinks caffeine-free Coke at night.
If I have to drink a Coke, it has to be.
Like if she has to.
It has to be caffeine free. I could never just willy-nilly go somewhere and be like, can I have a Coca-Cola in the evening?
When you and I got home the other night, I finished my Starbucks. It was like 2 a.m.
Noelle.
And then I went to sleep.
I would have had to call the police to come over.
It's so funny.
I feel like something bad is happening in my body and I need the police here.
I'm like, Tracey, I really wish you had a microwave in your car.
I could not believe that.
Yeah.
All right. Mark and Mina.
God, I love this couple.
Okay. Why do I love Mina so much?
I know.
We're going to talk about it.
But that's what I'm saying. I love them both. I think this is a great couple. You know what? I really do think she likes him.
I guess. So she's been there for 25 days?
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to North Carolina, so he's going to fly there. And that's where his brother and his parents live. And Jordan and Gabe are going to be there. Jordan is his daughter and Gabe is her boyfriend.
Right. He's hot.
Not bad.
Bad receding hairline.
We can send him to Turkey.
But I got
13 hours later, he's going to have a full head of hair.
I got to tell you, this guy is hot. As
Not
soon as
bad.
I saw him, I'm like, hello, Gabe.
Okay. They forgot Maria in the plane.
Okay. Is this my parents? I love this.
She's like, yeah, we're really good parents.
Very relatable.
Okay. Now, also, they're in the car, choppy editing. Maria has headphones on. She doesn't have headphones on. She has headphones on. She doesn't have headphones on.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyway, so he told Mina, he's like, oh, I told Jordan about the fight we had in the jacuzzi.
But he regrets it now.
And then he says something that is what we have now learned to be a microaggression.
What did he say?
Quote, Mina can be fiery.
Oh my God, I wrote that down. He calls her fiery.
Okay.
He calls her fiery. Yep. Just like a spicy
Latina.
girl, a spicy Latina.
Just like an
fiery.
aggressive female. Stop.
God, I'm so tired of this shit.
Well, she said that she's going to dress really sexy to make
I
Jordan
love it.
mad.
She goes, I'm going to make Jordan mad. I'm going to wear a sexy dress.
He's like, why would she be mad about that? It's like, I don't know, because Jordan is the devil.
Jordan is the meanest person that ever lived. That's
okay,
why.
so he's scared that she's going to be really late. And guess what?
She's late.
So why don't you start lying to her about times?
Right. We have a friend we have to do this to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Jordan seems very mad about Maria.
Well, so that's the problem. You're mad about this kid.
You're mad at a babe, but she's mad at the kid.
But you're not right. She won't even like look at her. She's like, last time I saw her, she was so little.
Yeah,
that
she's
was
like,
it.
look at them with them here.
I would be playing with
them
her.
here. Hello.
Nasty.
That's my sister.
Nasty.
That's
my
so fun.
sister.
That's
Yep.
so funny. I'm a grown adult that has a baby sister.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
let
this
me
is
play
my
with the
baby now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You guys can go home. Give me the baby.
How fun. How fun would that be?
That's so fun. Agreed.
Oh,
if
God.
my mom had a baby right now.
I would first of all deliver the baby.
Yeah.
Give your mom an autopsy.
Yeah. then it's our baby.
And then it's our baby. That's so fun. And then it's your sibling.
I think that's so cool.
And then we explain to people out that it's just your sister we're with.
And they'd be like, wait, what? It's like, same mom, believe it or not.
Weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, my mom thinks she can get pregnant anyway, so.
Oh, God. So she's like, oh, what's this? Your new family? And it's like, yeah.
Yeah. But she doesn't feel like she's part of it.
Okay. You're mean.
But also grow up.
She said she thinks it's Mina's fault. And Mina said that Jordan's a headache.
I know. She's not wrong though.
Okay, but the way that she's talking is making me laugh because she's just saying it like in converse. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're a headache."
Yeah.
She's like, "Did you just call me a headache?" She's like, "Yes, I did."
Yeah.
And then she says something again that has nothing to do with this.
Who says
She's like, Mina. She's like, "I don't want you guys to have another baby." And she's like, "It's my body."
Oh,
like,
I know. She goes, "It's my body. It's my choice."
No, that's not what that means.
That's not what that means.
That's not what we're talking about.
But okay.
Jordan's like, "I don't want this," and she's like, "Okay, cool."
Jordan's like, "This is not what I wanted for my family." Who are you?
Okay. Talk to your dad
it's
about that.
It's not your business. She's basically like, what if I wanted to have a kid?
Okay, well, Jordan said that she didn't feel welcomed in Paris. And Mina's like, yeah, I think that's Mark's fault. Okay, so she said that she was 4 hours late to the party. Now it's 4 hours, not even 3.
I know.
So she said that
How long was this party, by the way?
I don't know, but she's like, well, for me, it's normal to have a hair and makeup appointment. There is no communication.
I know.
Okay, and then she said, are you going to want to have another kid? And she goes, yeah, in 2 years, I might want another baby. And then Jordan says, quote, well, maybe I'll want to have a kid in 2 years.
Right, so you're not allowed to.
That's not how that works.
What's the problem? So you can't.
Okay,
what?
Also,
yeah,
God forbid you had to have a baby.
Uh-huh.
And then your mom was going to have a baby too.
Yeah, that's great.
That's so funny.
Hell yeah. I love that. That's so hilarious. I'd be like, hello, is there a talk show that wants to interview us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
There has to be a reality show about that.
This is funny. This is fun. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Who cares? Is it about the money?
Listen, your dad's not. Listen, don't even worry about it. Your dad left Maria in the plane. He's not even like
true.
on
He's not even good at this. He was much more Johnny on the spot when you were little.
So she tells her that she's going to be really uncomfortable if she has a baby. And she's like, oh, okay. That's so sad. So Jordan's like, well, I think that you want to come here for your green card and the money. And she's like, oh, by the way, you're a snake.
I love that when she's walking away, she goes, snake, 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 snake.
But I love the composure.
Yeah. She's like, you're a snake and I don't want you at the wedding.
She goes, you told me, you just said that I can't come to the wedding. She's like, that's exactly what I said, snake.
Yeah. She's not yelling.
Oh
nothing.
my God. That's the scariest part.
Yeah.
Snake. When someone says something to you like that,
I love it.
The craziest thing.
Yeah, I love it. She does keep her composure because if it was me with Jordan, like you know me, I kill with kindness. I would want to slap the shit out of her because she's a little bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, she's nasty.
All right, moving on to Matt,
Ani,
and Amini.
Okay, so here's the thing. Her name is Amani, and he's calling her Amini, and I don't know why.
Maybe because she's being mean.
I mean, it's so dumb. I saw, okay, real quick, on Instagram, I saw this. An au pair, someone who was an au pair for them, wrote on Reddit about them. And I just want to read it really quick. When I was an au pair and still living in America, these two clowns, meaning Amini and Matt, were my host parents. I can't believe she's desperately trying to be an influencer. These two have no business still being married and still raising those girls the way that they are. Yes, I'm calling you out, Amani, Amini, and Matt for being horrible parents. These people's home, loosely using the word home, is the saddest household I've ever lived in my entire existence and grew up in a not so happy household. So I know what I'm talking about. These two fought every single day of the 2 years I lived with them. They called each other the most hurtful things in front of their children. She hates him. It shocks me they're still pushing their sham of a marriage. Amani is a terrible, abusive human being, and I truly hope she suffers in every way humanly possible for how she treated me while I lived in that house. I hope she knows that I only stayed for that long because I truly loved and cared for her kids. Anyway, she's talking about how Amani caused like all this trauma for her kids, and she was really mean to her. And like just an abusive person. It's like, oh, here's the thing.
We're seeing a little bit of it.
I saw her eyes black out on this episode.
Yeah.
So I believe that.
Yeah. I absolutely. So we start off, Amani is sick.
Okay. Sick with what? What happened?
I don't know.
Also, there's clothes on like the lampshade.
Oh, you guys are so wild. You threw your panties on the lamp.
Wow.
Wow. What a movie.
Please. So lame.
So they're going to go to Ensanda.
Right.
And both of the girls have to sit in the back seat. Okay. This car is destroyed by these children.
Yes. Yes. It's wrecked.
You can't have kids, Noelle. This is just like, that's gross.
Not gonna.
Good, me neither.
Good for me.
Good
Yeah.
for me too. Can't deal with that.
Good for us. Yeah. Fuck
Stickers
that.
on the window.
No.
It's like, it's not even crayons. It's like knives.
So here's the thing too. It's almost like they're like competing on who can be on top of Ani more. Because now Amini is like, it's my turn. I have to hold her hand the entire car ride. Yeah.
Hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, also, yes. So they're both in the back, and Ani is scared for them to meet her family because her brother thinks that Matt is her boyfriend and Amani is her friend.
Because like he wouldn't understand.
Right. And Amani is mad and triggered and upset. And she's like, no, my family is like Catholic.
Right.
And she said that they wouldn't talk to me anymore.
And she is mad now. She does not want to be hidden. And then you see bad things are starting to happen.
But this isn't a quote unquote, everyone's going to get mad at me for saying this, normal situation.
Right. It's not like a conventional. Right.
Okay. So don't you think that most families would have some kind of difficulty digesting this situation?
Yeah, of course.
And then you add that this is a Catholic Mexican family.
Right.
Don't you think that this is a discussion that would have to be made? Do
you remember how Armando's family treated him?
Yes.
When he was with Kenny.
Terrible. And that was just the one Kenny.
But that's what I'm just the one.
Just the one Kenny.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's like they're acting like they're so disappointed. She's holding back all these secrets. And it's like, no, she doesn't know how to tell her family. That would be a very interesting thing to tell your family.
I gotta tell you, I dislike Matt so much.
Yeah.
That I would be more embarrassed to tell my family that I was dating Matt.
Me too.
I'd be like, I'm gay with
Amani. Matt's our driver.
Yeah. Show me the lie.
No, I know. It's so true. I mean, this guy, he gives me the heebie-jeebies. I do not like him. He is a creep.
I'd be like, I'm fully gay.
Yes.
Stay away from me, sir, in the front seat.
Agreed.
Okay.
Please don't ever touch me.
Amani's like, we're trying to plan a divorce at a wedding.
And it's like, wait, what? Yeah.
What a dream.
Sounds great.
All right. So they're checking into this hotel. Oh my God, this hotel.
It's beautiful.
This is great.
Yep.
And she doesn't want to be hidden. Matt is being so weird.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Okay, so they're in the hot tub. And now Amani's like, hello, I need help into the hot tub.
And Amani has, or is it Ani has all of these Band-Aids on her stomach?
Yes.
Why?
It's like, did you just get an autopsy?
But that's what I mean. Something happened to you. Did you just have a C-section? What happened?
And she's like, oh, I guess your hands are busy. You can't get me into that.
Right.
And Matt's like, and so then Ani's like, oh, you know what happened when you felt sick last night and you fell asleep?
We had sex.
And she's
without you.
What? What did you do? What'd you do?
She did not.
Matt's like
that.
What? What we did?
Matt's like, I don't know the rules.
Oh, I'm so confused.
What are the rules? But it's kind of like, I don't know. Is that wrong? You guys can only, here's the thing. I know you don't really want to talk about sex, but you guys can only, 3 of you have to have sex all the time together.
What a scheduling conflict.
How many hours are you guys going to be doing this? That sucks.
You have 7 kids. Good thing you don't have custody of some of them.
But this is what I'm saying. You can only all have sex together. You can never do it separate. That's crazy commitment to me.
You have to have a planner.
You have to have a planner. You have to have a sex calendar. That's crazy.
Hour to hour. All right. Moving on to Aaliyah and Sean.
Interesting.
Okay. Aaliyah, is that how you say her name?
It's Aaliyah. Yeah.
Okay. So you picked your name.
Yeah.
You chose it yourself.
Yeah.
And then you spelt it Alliya.
I know.
You can't even blame your mother. You did that to yourself.
Oh my God. Lilia's mom also is the best. Everyone's mom is the best.
Aaliyah's mom's the best.
Yeah.
Okay. You would love you. I mean, this is your dream mom.
This is my dream mother.
Okay.
Yes.
So she gets approved.
So
she
cute.
Went dressed as a woman, presenting.
And they were very kind to her.
And they said, how would you like to be referred to?
I love that.
And they wrote down her name. Amazing. So Sean's family might not accept her, but then we meet Sean's mom.
Here's the thing. Sean orders a vodka gimlet. I have not heard of a vodka gimlet since bartending school.
Yeah, I know.
It's vodka and lime juice. It's the weirdest thing. It's
Okay.
like, you like that.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to order the vodka with it, but if I had to drink vodka, it would be gimlet style.
Yeah, I could see that. Or a Collins sour mix.
Mm-hmm.
That's just you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so funny. You're right.
You know what?
Like,
is there a drink with a little sour mix, a little lemon juice, or a little lime juice?
Like a margarita.
Oh, I guess that's a margarita.
Yeah, yeah.
A vodka margarita.
A vodka margarita. A vodka-rita.
A vodka-rita.
Yeah, you could have that. I mean, the mom has all the tequila.
Okay. She orders a shot of tequila. She's 86 years old. She's like, I'll have a shot.
It's like, what are you, my dad?
She
This is what my dad would get.
Solve my blood pressures.
I love that. Good for her.
Okay. Then they talk about the difference between Douglas and Aaliyah.
Right.
And they say that she's more comfortable now.
Sure. Of course.
His kids don't know anything.
That's crazy to me. They don't even know that Aaliyah exists.
But he's not clear about their relationship, so he won't tell anyone. I have bad news for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty clear about it.
I got to tell you, she's on her way. She's
on
the plane.
Hate to break the news to you.
His mom wants his kids to be happy for him.
Yeah, of course.
And said that they're very opinionated. And she brings up a really good point. She's like, you know what? I'm worried about how Aaliyah will feel.
Yeah, I agreed though.
Mm-hmm. And then we go.
Also, I would love to know how old his kids are. We don't really know. They're probably grown up adults. Them. Yeah.
Aaliyah talks to her mom.
I want that to be my mom.
Okay. So do you know what this dessert is?
No.
Okay, so it's called Brigadeiro, I think.
Okay.
It's like ganache.
Yeah.
You make it into truffles. They just have a bowl of it.
You know, I like a bowl of soft things.
I know you do. And that's why I'm like, oh, Noelle would love this as her mom.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, this looks wonderful.
Also, they've been together for 3 years and his kids don't know.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
This is crazy haciendo.
Yeah. Sad.
All right, moving on to Juan and Jessica. I mean, what are we doing exactly?
Yeah, they're the least exciting couple here.
Megan's blacked out drunk, right?
No, I think Megan has a problem. I think Megan has a problem regulating her nervous system. Like she has a problem. I gotta tell you,
I was much more okay with it when Megan was blacked out drunk.
Megan is also
Here's
she's
another.
Also very old in the face. Hot take.
Let's dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
First of all, he admits cheating to Megan.
Yeah.
Amanda's name is spelled.
How is it spelled?
Amanda. There's an extra M in there. Megan's name is spelled Megin.
Yeah, it's Megjin.
Were their parents just handed some Scrabble tiles?
Okay, so I told Suzanne, you know, our friend Suzanne. I know her.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I told her the other day because we were talking about we went to Starbucks and they spelled her name Suzan. Right?
Okay.
Instead of they tried to make Suzanne happen, but they
Right.
spelled it Susan with a Z. So I want to tell the people what happened in this is the type of family I come from.
Okay.
My grandpa was a very big alcoholic. This, yes. You do. My grandfather was an alcoholic, and my dad was about like 10 years old when his little sister was born, and Sam. And he was in the hospital, and my grandfather was drunk, and he's like, "Let's name her Marianne." And my grandfather's like, my father's like, "Absolutely not. You will not. I will not have a sister named Marianne." So then my grandfather's like, "Then you fucking name her." And he's like, "Okay."
I like how your grandmother's like under anesthesia.
My grandmother's legs open. And so my father's like, "Okay, Suzanne." So my grandfather's like, "Okay, give me my glasses." He puts his glasses on. Susann is what's on her birth certificate. So it's Susan with an extra N.
Well, guess what? Now she's dead.
And also now it's in. Now it's in. You would fit in now. You'd fit right in Wyoming with the spelling.
Okay, but her name is Sam too.
Yeah, yes, I know. It's like, how the fuck did your name turn into Sam?
And Sam's name is Susan.
Yeah.
like sasson.
Oh God, it's so funny. It's like, how did that happen?
Oh God. Oh God.
Tracey.
Well, at least we know your dad was sober when he did that.
Why? Yeah, he was 10. But how? You know what's so crazy is her name
What?
was Suzanne.
Suzanne.
I never realized we called her Sam. It's not the same name.
Yeah, and Sam.
How did I never realize that?
I mean, I did.
I didn't. That's crazy.
Oh God. Well, she's in a
Wow.
pasta pot now.
Wow. R.I.P. No, I don't know. She's in the ocean. She's in what, the bank conservatory, whatever the fuck he said. I don't know what he said.
Guys, this is a long story about Noelle's family that you will definitely hear on BS. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Okay, so
Yeah.
Megan is like, okay, so Jess talks to Megan like she's a bitch. She goes, Megan,
Right.
we knew this. We knew that Juan cheated on me. It's okay. And then she goes, remember, had my own problems during that time. And she's like, yeah, you were with your ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God. It was so funny.
Okay, but Jessica, you kind of got her there.
I know.
You're the one that brought it up.
Juan's like, what?
He's like, okay.
I don't know about this.
And she's like, oh, I told you, you just forgot.
Nice.
Jessica, what are you, a man?
Good for her, though. And also, when Megan goes, people don't forget in the background. That was so funny. I'm like, first of all, that's what they say in Superbad. But second of all, very funny. People don't forget.
Oh, God. But she's like, yeah, but we never did anything. She's like, yeah, but it was your ex-boyfriend. He's like, I didn't know it was your ex-boyfriend. Wait, what?
Yeah, rewind.
And she's like, oh, yeah, he came to my house. What?
When the kids weren't home.
Okay, first of all, there's no doors.
I know, right? There's no privacy.
There's no privacy. Where were the kids? Was this before David Juan?
That's what I was wondering, because it was a year and a half ago. It must have been before David.
Whose baby is this?
Interesting.
So they go home. They drive under the influence home. They have a little DWI situation going on.
Sounds great.
And she's like, I got to tell you, I did tell you, but you forgot.
He's like, well, that's not true.
He's like,
you
that's
never
so
told
crazy.
me.
I don't have brain damage. I think I would remember if you said my ex-boyfriend's over and the kids are out.
Right. And he comes over at night, and she
goes, she's in the evening.
And Juan's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be mad too.
I got to tell you, I wasn't thrilled about this.
No, of course I'd be mad too. Like, what am I, an idiot? Come on.
Right. But also, I told you I cheated. You told me you did not cheat.
Right.
She's like, yeah, I don't know. I think it was like evening, but like maybe it was like during daylight savings time. So like it was just dark, but it was like really 3 o'clock, or maybe it was like a rainy day. I don't remember, but there were definitely no doors.
But I'm not really sure.
But I can't really remember because I don't know if I told you. I think I told you. She's like, anyway, my mom's calling me. I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Can't hear you. Noelle. Jessica. And then she's like, LOL.
Just kidding.
What?
Yep.
Jessica, you just didn't have to say anything.
Well, so I mean, Megan.
Okay, but Jessica was like, remember, that's when I was doing a thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right.
It's like, Jessica, just let her be mad. Let her cry.
It's so dumb.
Be like, I know, the worst, right? That's what I would have done.
Me too. Of course.
Like, Juan, you did what?
How dare you?
Yeah. And then I would have thrown my gimlet in his face.
Tracey loves gimlets.
I love it.
She loves gimlets. She loves vodka margaritas.
Without the vodka. Hold the vodka.
It's true. When we worked together at Applebee's, she'd be like, can I have a cup of sour mix? And I'm like, why are you like this?
But like just a splash.
We would go to fast break. She'd drink a lemon packet. And it's like, why are you like this?
I used to have a vinegar snack.
Oh, God. You do love a vinegar
I'm like,
snack.
I don't know. I have acid reflux.
Yeah, I wouldn't know why, though.
I don't know why my insides have been eaten by acid.
Oh, Tracey.
Thanks for the sour mix in the kids' cup, though.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome.
What a nice little relaxing getaway.
It had to be in a kid's cup too. Yeah.
Well, because everyone else used to be like, "Hey, can I have some heroin and vodka in this kid's cup?" And I'd be like, "Can I have a little bit of sour mix, a splash of lime juice?"
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, oh, you want margarita mix?
Right.
Okay, Tracey.
And she loved it. She's like, that's
It
delicious.
was so good.
Yeah, but then she'd be like, can you add water? It's a little sweet.
It's too sweet for me. I like when you water down my juice.
I know you do.
Oh, God. One time when I worked at Famous Dave's, they had this delicious, you know what I'm talking about, on tap, the wheat beer that tasted like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
And everyone was drinking it. It was like during a day shift. And I was like, I'll have a little sip because it tasted so fruity.
Well,
I started crying.
like, what's wrong with
They
you?
had to feed me a corn muffin, put me at table one. They were like, all right, put your head between your knees and start deep breathing.
How much of it did you drink?
Not that much. But it was like a morning open shift. It was like a lunch to volume. They're
like, can I have a quarter of a kid's cup?
Yeah, they were like, hurry up, get her a corn muffin. We're losing her.
Oh my God, those corn muffins are so good.
Yeah, my boss is like, are you drunk at work? And I was like, not on purpose. Like, you had a sip. Everyone's doing a taste because they were doing like a tasting.
Right.
It was delicious. The rep came in and they brought us chapsticks that were flavored like the beer.
Oh, yeah. That's so
then
fun.
I passed away.
I love when the reps would come
Then
in
I
and
had
give all this stuff.
Yeah. And then I didn't last.
No.
I have to go home. I have to go into the kitchen and just cut the lemons, please.
I need a decaf Coke.
I need to sober up, guys. I need to drink some sour mix and forget my problems. Anyway.
Oh, God. Good times, man.
I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I'm going to go because I'm going to listen to the rest of the Wicked soundtrack.
Oh, God. Okay. Goodbye. I'm in a shower.
Well.
I stopped it.
Did you? Well, it doesn't matter because I didn't stop it.
Oh,
When
okay.
I say goes, I'm the boss.
Here's the thing. I thought you were going to start singing.
You're living in my house under my rules.
I am. See what happens? It's 10:08, guys. She's getting drunk with power.
I am. You're in my house, and I'm going to do a facial, and you have to go.
You're going to do a facial?
Yeah, I have to do a facial in my kitchen.
Oh.
And you have to leave.
Shekinah.
Me and my dogs are going to do some facials and some lip fillers.
I'm not even allowed to eat anything.
You can't eat anything. Leave.
Crazy.
Go see brisket and ribeye. Unstoppable. But anyway.
Yeah.
Follow the podcast, 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, yeah. All that stuff.
Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and YouTube. Noelle's at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates and everything podcast related. Make sure you join the Patreon, patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Join our Facebook group if you want to talk about this show or the podcast. 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook. Answer the questions. Don't be weird. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Bye.
Don't be weird.